This arm is killing me. It's Tuesday night, no one's home, and that's how I love it. When no one's home except me. Okay. So, in class/work today, it was a very interesting topic that we were talking about. And I just wanted to go over it and say why it's wrong, but I didn't want to point out why it's wrong because you don't want to be a Debbie Downer. Like someone in my class said, you don't want to be that guy in the class that's arguing with the teacher and just complaining all the time. You don't want to be that. Because if you are that, you're not very much liked. And maybe you don't want to be liked, but to get people's rapport and trust and love, you do what they want. So you get their rapport, trust, and care. Yeah, and that's business. Hold on. My charger, my computer's about to die. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So, we'll call her a teacher. The woman in charge, the other woman in charge, she said, if a boss is being difficult, what can you do to make them listen to you? And the guy next to me made a good point. He said that he fell through the floor and the boss was not listening to him. So pretty much I brought up the tactic that works, but no one really got it. No one understood it because no one does it. I do it sometimes, but I don't like sharing the information because it's a pretty secretive thing that politicians do, that businessmen do, that car salesmen do, and it's very effective. I might have said it in one of my other videos, but I'm not sure. I'll give one hint. Embedded commands. That's one way. Basically, hypnotism is the only way on earth for someone to listen to you and take in the information you're telling them. Because when you tell someone information, their subconscious absorbs the information, but their conscious mind doesn't. Once you learn about subconscious and conscious mind, the difference between them, you'll learn a lot more things than you think you can. So, people can disagree with you, but shake their head and say, like they're interested, but they don't care what you're saying. Another example is people can just say, no. Or another example is people can say, oh, that's really interesting. Oh, tell me more. But they still wouldn't care about what you're saying. They might not be listening, but they can act like they care. See what I mean? So when you introduce, and I'm going to say NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, into someone's mind, they will listen to you. Now the way you do this is what I'm doing right now. You create a speech pattern when you're talking, and you give commands in the speech pattern. Like, you will like, rate, and subscribe. Because if you like, rate, and subscribe, like, rating, and subscribing will pretty much get stuck in your subconscious if I keep saying in this light voice, like, rate, and subscribe. So pretty much you're going to say, that didn't work, but in your subconscious, it's going to be in your subconscious. Most of the things that people say will go in the subconscious, but you won't remember them because you won't care about them enough. If you had an M&M commercial, M&M's the candy, and it just flickered M&M's logo 1,000 times, that would be more effective than having a stupid M&M's commercial with the animated M&M's. Flashing it in your face would be a subliminal message. You would see the M&M's, and you would know that they're M&Ms, and you would want some M&Ms. You don't have to make commercials with food all sexy, or you don't have to make commercials with food hilarious. You just have to make them, like, I've seen commercials where a girl is slowly eating a cheeseburger, when really, you could just flash a cheeseburger on the screen, and people would go out and buy it. Because that's advertising. Subliminal messaging is in all advertising. And once people notice that, they have a better chance of, what's it called? Not doing that. Avoiding? Yeah, that's a good word. Just use avoiding. They have a better chance of avoiding that kind of shit that they throw on you. So back to the original thing. When the guy fell through the floor and he was telling the instructor person that the boss wasn't doing anything. He was complaining about what you do in situations when your boss is not listening to you and there is a problem and it's dangerous, is that you threaten to sue them. And they will get right on it and fix the problem instantly, because if you threaten to sue a big company, they're either going to get all their lawyers to try to sue you and fire you, or if it's a medium company, then they're going to, you could say it's a work-related injury, and you want to get paid off, so you won't be working, but you'll still be getting paid while you're healing, or you can just sue them. But a better way to do it is you walk up to your boss, and this is straight from my head. I didn't practice this, so give me time. You can walk straight up to your boss and say, excuse me, it would be very nice in this kind of tone. Excuse me, it would be very nice if we could fix. And don't even be discreet about it. Say, if you could fix the floor problem, because it's very dangerous for everyone. And it's dangerous for the people who come here and pay money. And it's dangerous for the children who come here. And a rich person could sue the park. And the park could get in a lot of trouble. Now, what did I just do? What did I just do? I'll give you 5. Did you guess? If not, I'll just tell you right now. I repeated the same message 3 times. I said the park discreetly, if you didn't notice, but it probably got to you. You probably just heard the park is dangerous. Or you heard dangerous. That's because I kept repeating the same message discreetly, that it needs to be fixed because it's dangerous. And when you're saying this to your boss will hear, oh, it's dangerous. He won't fix it right away, but it will be in his subconscious, and he'll say, oh, I should really fix that. And it will bother him, and he'll think about it, and he'll walk past it, and he'll see it, and he'll say, okay, we're going to fix that. If you go up to someone and you tell them a broad fact, did you know elephants are actually much smarter than you think? They can remember a lot, and they never forget. What do you think the person's going to do? They're going to say, no, or they're going to say, well, I don't know about that, or, oh, I got to look that up. They aren't going to believe you. They aren't going to listen to you. People nowadays are so incredibly self-centered, narcissistic, sociopathic. They don't listen. They don't listen. So it's come down to that point where you kind of have to hypnotize people when you talk to them. It's come down to that. Personally, if I like someone and if I enjoy talking to them naturally, I'm not going to do this. I never do this to people that I like, that I care about, that I become friends with. I don't do it to them. Now, if I want something from someone, if I need to get something from someone, I will do this. Because it's proven fact, it works, and if you do it right, because if you mess up midway, the person will pick up on it and you are screwed. Yeah. So don't mess up. And the funny thing is, you can do this in text messaging. You can give an embedded command, which is repeating the same command about 3 times or more. It's better the more you do it in a sentence. And the person will listen. You just have to make it discreet. But the person will listen. There's also, like I said before, subliminal messaging. Try this to your parents. If you're watching this video and you have parents and they're alive, try this to your parents. Go into the living room or wherever the fuck your parents are and say ice cream. Just shout out ice cream and shout it 3 more times. Ice cream, ice cream, ice cream. They're going to say, what about it? Or, do you want ice cream? And you just say, ice cream sounds really good right now. And then they're going to get the thought in their head, maybe we should have ice cream. And then you say, ice cream! Again. And then they'll think you're weird. And then you say, do you guys want to get ice cream? And then they'll say, yes. And they'll say yes. That's subliminal messaging. But you can't go overboard. You can't say, iPhone, 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 television screen, PlayStation 4. You can't say that shit because people aren't stupid. They aren't super stupid. They're going to obviously pick up on that and they're going to say, no, we're not going to buy that. That costs $400 or $1,000. You can try if you want. Here's some good advice. If you want to try to get a laptop or something, do this every day for like 2 months. Do this discreetly. When you walk past your parents or someone, just say, buy me a laptop. You should buy me a laptop. Or, you should buy Cody a laptop. Just whisper your name and tell the person you should buy me a laptop. And every day, do it past that person. Every day for like 2 months. And then finally, walk up to them and say, hey, will you buy me a laptop? And they'll probably say yes. Subliminal messaging works with your subconscious. Your conscious mind sucks balls. Let's just say that. Your subconscious is everything. It's a virtual file cabinet of all the memories you've ever collected in your life. Your subconscious is the thing that lets you do anything. It's unlimited possibilities. Your conscious mind is what tells you that water is liquid, is what water can't be hard. Your subconscious mind says water can be hard. And believe it or not, it's going to sound crazy, the more you tell yourself something, the more it will happen. And if you tell yourself enough for a long amount of time, it will become a reality. People can change their eye color just by telling themselves it's that color. But you don't just tell yourself it's that color. You believe you know it's that color. You don't say, I think it's that color. I can picture that color. You say, my eyes are blue. And that's a fact. And every day you just know that your eyes are blue when they're not. But you don't say that they're not. You know that they're a different color. You believe they're a different color. Just like my mom. My mom would always say, she would always cough when there was a little speck of dust. That, right there. That is just you. You don't have to do that. You can say that that dust is nothing and it doesn't matter. And you control your reality completely. Drugs are just a form to escape. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's about all to this video, and I hope this helped some people who watch this. Hope. Yeah.